Oh, I know where I am.
outside of town.
Where's town?
Left.
Are we live?
Probably.
Let's just check all the things. Twitch, are we live?
We appear to be
Yes, we're
live.
live on Twitch.
And YouTube too, at least according to Restream.
Okie dokie. Right, let's, am I, oop. Yes, so I am in creative mode. So let's fly. Am I heading in the right direction for town? Is it this way?
Yes. I think? I don't know.
I don't know. I am not familiar with this server.
Well, neither am I. I don't know where you went. Usually the best approach would be to just bring up your coordinates and then fly to 00.
I forgot how to do that.
F3.
F3, of course.
You're nowhere near spawn.
We can't be that far away.
You're like 400,000 blocks.
No, I'm
Left.
400 blocks, right? So that's going down, but that one's going up.
Oh yeah, that's right. I keep forgetting that for some reason
Okay,
he
so
used a
spawn is that way.
dot as your decimal point.
No, that one of them's 317 is higher. Oh, look, there's the blimp thing. So we must be heading somewhat in the right direction. Because town centre's near the blimp thing, isn't it?
Yeah, there's bridges to your left. You remember bridges.
I do.
T.
Hello. That's not a name I recognise. Is that one of the Nidites?
I think so. I'm very bad with Nidites lately. Say hello to Joshua Buck.
Hello, Joshua. So, I am on the Minecraft server, the Nids Minecraft server, and we have a task to do. All right, I believe I'm meeting Potato. Do you know where Potato lives?
He used to live at the bottom of that white tower. However, this house has been claimed by someone called Bunny and Alice. And they placed a dog called Donovan in there. Not sure how to feel about this. I built this house with my own 2 skeletal hands. And now they just moved in and placed their silly dog inside. Who calls their dog Donovan? Joshua Buck hates his keyboard for some reason. Also, he says hello, peeps, and hello, mirror.
That'd be autocorrect. Mia.
Oh.
Mia and Sal. How are you guys doing? We're doing just fine. Or I'm doing just fine. Mia, are you slowly dying inside?
No, I'm slowly dying on the outside. My skin is falling off and,
So
I just
Mia...
want to cry.
Oh, poor Mia. So Mia's is as good as ever. Hello.
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 Welcome to the Squald.
So Mia is called our chat channel the Squald. It may
It's a
be
working
renamed.
title.
It's a working title, yeah. I'm gonna sneeze.
That was
in the wrong order.
Yeah, wasn't it just? Oh, do you know what I needed to do? Was I needed to bring up Wikipedia or something, because what we want to see is what does a kookaburra actually look like?
a what now?
Kookaburra. We need a picture of a kookaburra to hand. There we go.
Did the server address change for the server?
Try out justthenid.com. That we might have lost the prefix.
Alright.
Hello, Sal.
There we go.
let me just. My headphones are a touch loud.
I think you no longer need the coordinates.
You're right. I no longer need the coordinates. I can't find the volume button on these headphones.
Potato, while I have you on the horn, you remember the girl whose dogs I accidentally killed?
Yes.
Do you know who Alice is in association with that person?
I do not.
Apparently, they have moved into the house we built, and they claimed it and left a dog called Donovan inside.
Well,
You know.
we are to be doing outrageous things, so shall we kill the dog?
No.
No.
No. First off, this is Sal's outrageous thing, and Sal doesn't have any quabbles with dogs called Donovan.
Indeed. So, chat says, let's see. How are you guys able to play Minecraft creative mode? That mode kills me on the inside because there's no sense of achievement. I agree. When I play, and Mia will back me up on this, when I play Minecraft, which isn't often these days, but when I do, I always play in the normal mode. But today is a little bit different because we've actually got a special task to do. And it's a task that's been set by Boris. And it's something that is part of a show for the Nidaway. And I've been specially admined so that I could switch myself into creative mode, particularly for this task. And the task that I've been given is to build the most outrageous thing that I could think of on the server. And so we had a chat about this on my Discord, and with chatting a couple of streams the last few days. And the most outrageous thing that we can think of is to build a kookaburra on fire. So because bearing in mind the Australian theme and all of Australia's been on fire, and a kookaburra is an Australian bird. Let me just show you. I've just pulled up a picture of a kookaburra. Let me whiz that over here. So there is a kookaburra. So we have to build one of those on fire. But yes, it is part of the challenge is that we are allowed to do this in creative mode. So this isn't just a standard Minecraft build. Otherwise, I'd be in survival mode. You know, I'm like that with Space Engineers as well. I'm not particularly fond of working in the creative mode in Space Engineers. Are you not announcing via the Nidbot Discord now? Now you are a professional streamer. And afternoon. I kind of feel a bit odd hijacking the Nid Discord thingy for that. Is that really right? Should I be? I mean, I've announced it on
Nidbot
mine.
has been automatically announcing your streams for a while now. However, it seems to only work sporadically, and right now it's not working. The last time it announced you was on the 8th of February.
And Cell says, I'm pretty surprised that somebody finished up the body for my Zeppelin. Yeah, was it Boris? Somebody did. Where's the Zeppelin? We could see it before.
By the town hall. It's where the big blue stuff comes out.
We saw it before. I can give you a quick flyover to go and have a look at it. So what we need to do is to find a spot somewhere on, I think it's got to be the spawn island, but I'm not sure. Aha, there you go. Yes, there is your Zeppelin. And there is a skeleton horse. And there are more skeleton horses. Right. Anyway, so we need to find somewhere that is reasonably away from the town centre, I think, to do this. So as not to interfere with everybody else on the server. Do I need to... have I got the power to give Potato creative as well?
Yes. I think.
So how do I do that then?
You press T, you type slash, game mode,
Game mode,
creative,
creative,
and then Potato's name.
crazy. Oops.
If you press tab, you autocomplete.
Nice. There we go. And
Congratulations.
here's Cell in chat. Hello, Cell. Would you care to join us on the server? Oh, you're Sulu. Well, I didn't know. And here's me. So you must have just heard me saying to Mia, who's Sulu. Do you want to come and join us on the build? I can also, because there is nothing in the rules about whether or not I have any assistance. And if it's not against the rules, then it's in the rules. Then it's allowed. Okay. Right, let's... so that was slash game mode creative and Zulu. There we go. Okay, so we are over by your Zeppelin. And so first order of the day shall be to find a spot where we can build a thing.
How big should we make it?
I don't know.
It should be outrageously offensive, so obviously as large as you can.
Outrageously big.
Well, I do have the yellow and black to mark out, so it's easier to not lose track of scaling.
Okay. Shall we head this way?
I always found the notion of people playing in creative mode very ominous, because you just have people ominously and scarily hanging in the air. Menacingly.
I think a hilltop, maybe? Is there a desert around me?
I don't know.
Because Australia's like a desert, isn't it?
There is a map in the town centre that shows the surrounding area. You shouldn't venture too far away, and more importantly, you should pick a spot that you can find again.
Yeah, I'll get the coordinates. What about this hilltop over here then?
Sure.
I feel like a burning thing on a hilltop seems appropriate. All right, so if we clear
just
out...
as a reminder, build the most outrageous thing on the Nidsville spawn island.
I'm on the spawn island, aren't I?
I don't think you are anymore.
Oh. What? Well, I'm still on the same... What classifies as an island? There's no sea between here and there.
Boris has separated the spawn island by an artificial river.
Oh, hang on, guys. We might need to move.
I shouldn't have said anything, so you get disqualified and I get all the points. One of my first ideas for this task was to build just a giant worm.
So, spawn was back in this direction, I think.
But I wasn't sure how offensive that would be to worms.
I didn't notice us going over... I'm sure Boris said we could go as far away as we wanted. Is this the river?
This is part of the river, yes.
Okay, so we've got to stay within the river.
Well, yes, the left side of the river.
Yeah.
You're on the right side of the river. As in
Okay.
on the wrong side of the river.
Aha.
No,
So-
this is still wrong side.
Why?
Spawn Island is where the factory is.
But does this marsh not count? I thought
That
the river went
marsh-
round the back there.
Yeah, but that's the wrong side of the river. You need to be on this side of the river.
Okay.
Sorry for being particular, but you know.
But doesn't that mean that the factory is on the wrong side of the river?
No, the factory is on the Spawn Island.
But it's not, look.
It's
It's
connected.
built into the marsh, so
Well,
therefore
yeah,
the
fine.
marsh must be part of the...
I'm not saying that the factory is, Spawn Island. I'm just saying, this is a piece of direction advice I can give you that it's over there.
And so all of anything over that side is not part of Spawn Island.
Exactly.
Um,
I'm sure Potato knows this.
What do I know?
What Spawn Island is and what is not.
The only thing I can refer to Spawn Island is old school RuneScape.
okay, how about this hill here then? This is a hill that's on Spawn Island, isn't it?
You were right.
Oh right, let's clear the trees off here. Yes, so this is as I mentioned, it's part of a thing that we'll be doing. Oops. So how? I think once we've taken that layer off, Sel, this is probably going to be. I think this is enough of a platform. Because we want to keep it high, don't we? Because that'll keep it outrageous. Yeah, Boris is making some sort of a show. I don't know much about it. I don't think anybody knows that much about it except for him, because he's sort of written the whole thing. And I think Almond has done a lot of the camera work so far. But at the moment, it's all kind of very mysterious, yeah. It's nobody has seen the full extent of what exactly is going on. Oh, look at the horse. The horse is cute. We will find out in April at the Nidaway. I think that's when the show gets its actual showing.
I thought that's just when we're recording the live action bits of the show.
Yeah, so that's when it kind of
Gets recorded, and then Boris will take about 16 months to edit it in typical Nid fashion.
I didn't think that wasn't my impression. My impression was that at the Nidaway we would see the end result. Although I can well imagine that it would get further editing later as well. Let's get rid of some of these excess leaf blocks around here. So yes, I've been given this challenge task, which is to build the most outrageous thing I could think of on this on the spawn island of this server. Because I'm not particularly artistic, and so I have drafted in some help, which was basically anybody who was willing.
Well, you also got a professional artist.
Indeed. I suppose I probably need to contribute, don't I?
Well,
So that, otherwise someone can say, you didn't build it, Sally, it's not yours. So as long as I put down some blocks. But if I put down blocks and either Potato or Cell or anyone, yeah, I think we're sort of crowdsourcing this build. So we can, I'm happy to put down some blocks and have anybody, just remove any blocks that I've put down.
Well, technically, you could just put down one block and, say you contributed to the build.
Indeed.
well, you don't even really need to do that. As my grandfather used to say, you just need to carry the most important thing, and that is the responsibility. Which is fair enough. It's his fault if I, as the, I don't know, less than a meter high child, carry all of those boxes of glass bottles with water in them and then fall over and everything crashes. That analogy worked a lot better in my head.
So is this the tail potato? The bit that's connected to the ground?
I'm kind of just blocking it out a bit.
Yeah.
While looking over at the reference images on Google.
Uh-huh.
So it's kind of like just, random blocks until something looks good.
Yeah.
Is
See,
that how art works?
The way I usually do these is I get the random blocks bit. It doesn't necessarily follow that something will end up looking good, though. Oops, that was the wrong thing. How do you get it so that the corner piece doesn't show? Aha.
Oh.
It's a specific new block that has bark on
Oh.
all sides.
Oh.
Welcome to the exciting world of Minecraft updates.
Oh, just did it again. I'm not used to working in creative.
I think if you press
Straight
the middle
down
mouse
here.
button, you get the block you're looking at.
Oh, do you? Oh, there it is anyway. There you go. Somebody has done it. So it's right click to place. Oh, can I change the weather since as I've got god powers?
Yes, you can.
Weather by any chance?
Yes, if you press tab, it auto completes it.
Okay,
For
and then what weather options do I have?
you. Space?
Clear?
No, space and then
Space.
clear.
Clear.
And if you then add another space and add a ridiculously high number, you can make it stay clear for almost forever. So you have the power to disrupt the weather forevermore.
Let's see. It had a...
I see where Silent Assassin's coming from.
No, that's Cell. That's Cell.
Or
Cell's
Or
technology.
Cell.
Yeah.
Cell technology, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
And the funny thing is
He's in
that-
chat. He can hear you, by the way. If Cell's in... So he's muted, but he's got his headphones on. So he's in the
so-
call with us.
So how I'm building the bird and how he's building the bird are in two different directions. Because he's building the bird towards you, Sal, where
Uh-huh.
I'm building the bird towards the town.
Oh, because I was actually thought that I was putting a tail on over here. But yeah, just feel free to modify Potato, because I'm just... Okay, so the...
Pinback points out that the Dwarf Fortress graphics have really improved.
Hi, Pinback. Yeah. So, to tell you what's going on here, because this will seem a little bit odd. I think I've mentioned once or twice to our Dwarf Fortress crowd that I play multiplayer games with a group called the NID, and once every 2 years, a bunch of us get together and we go away on holiday together. We usually rent a house and stuff, and we stream and record stuff and do silly things, and just live together and be random for a good 2 weeks. So our next Nidaway adventure is in April, where a bunch of us are all meeting up in Australia, and one of the guys has put an awful lot of work into producing some sort of show. None of us know the full extent of this yet, but all of the participants have been given various tasks to do. One of the tasks that I've been given is to come onto this server and to oh, that's a branch. Oh, I thought it was part of because the bird's brown. I thought this was part of the bird's body. Ah, that makes sense. Yeah, is to come onto this server. This is the NIDS public Minecraft server, and to build the most outrageous thing that I could think of. And so the thing that we've come up with is we are going to build a kookaburra on fire. Because the kookaburra is an Australian bird. We're going to be meeting up in Australia, and all of Australia is on fire at the moment. So we thought that would be an appropriately outrageous thing to build. And I've got a few people from like some of my subscribers and some people from my Discord, some of my viewers are on the server with me, helping me to build something, because my artistic skills are lacking, especially when it comes to 3D stuff. So Potato there is my artist in residence. He does all of the artwork on my channel.
In captivity.
Is that how you think of yourself, Mir? You're like my technical support in captivity.
I am being kept in a closet.
I'm kept in the basement. Please help. It's very cold and dark.
That one doesn't actually work out because I live in an apartment. I don't have.
Keeps me in the.
I keep you in the garage.
Of the building. Yes.
Yeah.
In the trunk of the car.
Because we do
of a car.
Yeah. Because the car park and for the apartment block is underneath the building. As is the swimming pool. I could keep you in the leisure centre.
I can't swim.
Oh, let's fix that weather again. So it is T/.
Just press one up. Then you get the last command you entered.
Weather. I'm sorry. I don't. That's hard. Clear, and then put in a very long number. Was that a very long number?
I don't know. I didn't pay attention to the number.
I don't actually, because I'm nobody ever admins me on a Minecraft server. They know better. This is looking good. I mean, it's looking far more birdy than I would. I'd have probably left to my own devices, because I can't really do 3D shapes. I would probably have made a 2D shape. Like I would have done it's a kookaburra. Hang on, Sel. I will bring up a picture on. If you have my stream open, this is what a kookaburra looks like. Oh, I could actually put a picture of that into Discord, couldn't I?
You could.
Let me just pop over to Discord. Bernie doesn't like the the voice channel name. Let me just let him know it's a working title. Suggestions are sought. Right, let's go back to Minecraft. Yes. So, yeah, the best I can really do is to do like a two-dimensional structure, but I can take things like this log and make it kind of
Thicker.
branch-like. Yeah, I can do that. I can kind of add to the details of the log that the kookaburra is stood on. I'm also good at putting things on fire in such a way that they don't just all burn down. That's something I'll have to think about, Potato. If there's too much wood involved in the building of it, we'll just have to be careful that we could surround it in fire, couldn't we?
I
Like a
think
phoenix.
the server has fire spread turned off for security reasons. Although, that reminds me, I'm not sure if this is actually implemented anywhere already, but I think in an upcoming version of Minecraft they added a blue fire which does not spread.
Mm.
And it looks pretty.
I think that maybe we should have a bit of a limb maybe coming out there. Oh, connection lost.
Oops.
Boris might have seen what we were doing. Killed her before he could.
No, this
To my knowledge, the new server that this is placed on is not
I'm
running
back.
all too stably.
Well, as long as we can, if we get kicked off, if we get back in that easily, I'm quite happy. So yeah, it seems we don't have fire spread on the server. That's good. Well, good for the fact that we're building a design that involves setting things on fire. Let's have another little nub of a branch coming out there. And maybe out here like so. Wow, that actually looks so bird-like already.
It's terrifying. I assume that you were planning on streaming for several hours because that's how long it would take to make a bird.
Bjorn Mr. Owl says, make a cage. Oh, put the bird inside a cage.
So Australia can't escape its fires. It's symbolism.
We could put the whole thing inside a cage once we've done, couldn't we? Yeah, I was expecting this to take us hours, but
I like it if there's just one slab to indicate a beak because that makes it look like the bird has a really tiny head.
Yeah, it does have quite a squat head in the picture, doesn't it?
Björn is asking, is this for Australia?
Yes, this is for Australia.
This is
Hello,
supposed
Bernie.
It is supposed to be outrageously offensive and
No,
obvious.
no, no, not offensive. It just has to be outrageous.
Oh, well, there goes my worm idea.
Yes, I am competing in a challenge. And the challenge is that I have to build the most outrageous thing I can think of on this server. It has to be relatively PG. There were some rules set about naughtiness. But apart from that, it just has to be outrageous. So, of course, outrageous can be just anything that is relatively... It can be outrageously shocking, outrageously good, outrageously bad. Just something that is outrageous. And there's nothing in the rules that says that I can't have some assistance. So I have brought in... I asked people on my Discord channel if anyone would like to join me, because I am an appallingly bad artist. And thankfully, Cell and Potato here have joined. Cell... Can't quite see it from here, but I shall show you. Cell built the majority of the blimp that we'll see over here. So he's a good craftsman. Where is it? There's a blimp around here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Yeah. So the blimp there is Cell's creation. And Potato is the guy who does all of the artistry on my channel. Oh, look at that. That looks fantastic.
That is a bloody good bird.
It is, isn't it?
It even has eyes.
It does.
Also, I guess so you can take some crate. You can have the fun part of fire.
Setting it on fire, yes, surrounding it with fires. Because I don't suppose the bird itself actually has to exactly be on fire. Let me just have a look at some of the blocks that we've got. So there's the campfire. So the question is, do we use netherrack or do we use the campfires? Or both, indeed. And shall we remove the black and yellow frame now so that we can get a picture of how it looks without the frame around it? Oops, wrong one. Cool. I can't believe how fast this has gone.
Well, that's what you get for hiring professionals. Should you label this? Just like with a sign, Australia's signature bird in its natural habitat?
That's a good one. Okay, I'll get a sign to do that with. I think the most outrageous builds have already been built in the variety of the Space Engineers multiplayer series, indeed. By the way, in reference to Discord, the channel should be called Voice Chat, because in it, people are chatting with their voices.
Alright, I shall rename it to the VAT.
The VAT. Right, let me
The
just
Squad
grab...
VAT. Oh, that's great.
You know me likes his funny names. Signs. There we go. Dark oak. Let's go for birch, I think. All right. So is here a good place for the sign? Potato and sell. Before I type this all up, just have a look and tell me if the sign is actually in the right place. Oh, is it not off? Is everything catching fire?
Ooh,
whoopsie
daisy.
Okay. Buckets of water. Where do we find buckets of water? There appears to be a horse on fire. By the time I found buckets of water. Oh no, it's drowning.
I think it's in the
Where
bucket
is it?
tab at the bottom left.
Oh yeah, there's a bucket tab at the bottom. I guess I'm not used to working in...
The horse is on fire.
On the bright side, Sal,
Yeah?
you now get to extend your stream time because you have to rebuild the bird.
But it was looking so good. Let's start... We'll just remove some of the campfires for the moment, I think.
The campfires didn't start the fires. Anything that's like flint and steel or like real fire stuff. That's
Why did she start putting down real fires?
because I figured,
It looked more fiery.
yeah.
Fair point. I think you do have the powers to turn fire spread off.
Yeah, but it's going to have to stay until April, isn't it? So...
Well, who needs fire to spread?
Well, presumably it's supposed to be a thing. Oh, the poor bird. Look at that. It lost some of its feathers.
Feathers.
That's one way of putting it.
The horse is on fire, says Pinback indeed. Bernie's trying to come up with a fitting insult for Mir for his insolence, but he's drawing a blank. Don't need these anymore, do I? So let's throw the things out of my inventory that I don't need. All of this random junk. Let's see, I was using those two for planking. And I think we've lost a little bit of the branch that it was sat on, so let's extend that a bit as well. Okay, so we'll need to be a bit more careful with the with how exactly we place the fires.
I think the campfires were, I guess, good enough because those don't really catch things on fire. Wait. I should at least check before I do that.
Bernie suggests that Potato should get to work on designing some Twitch panels. What sort of Twitch panels do you need? You like a pause thing? Or like just general overlay stuff in the corner for this is where the chat goes, this is where your subscribers scroll by, this is the token B.
Blimey, someone is in need of attention in the background there. Are you talking about Mia? I don't know. I can't think of who else. It's either that It's either the background, as in the background of me here. Oh, beneath the stream. No, Nugget.
Ah.
The horses.
No. Nugget is Potato's bird.
Oh, yeah.
And the stream panels are for your Twitch page below the stream in the description thingies.
Oh.
What do you usually put in those? I'm not a professional Twitch
Oh, do you know,
looker.
I've got so much I need to do. I need to I need to write sort of the pinned messages for my Discord. I need to sort out my Patreon page because it looks a mess. I need to there's all kinds of things. I keep coming across more things. So if I do by the center of the bird and say Sal's task. Sal's task challenge. I don't know if that will fit though. I don't think it will. We'll say Sal's task challenge. Challenge entry. So this is Australia's
You're running out of space.
national bird. And
Where's
then underneath there, in its, I can do that on a new line, in its natural habitat. And then underneath that we can go outrageous.
Wouldn't it be better to note down the people who helped build this
Outrageous. Yeah, I can do that.
in a third sign?
Look at that. I'm using 4 exclamation marks. So it's outrageous. I'm going to use 5. That's the sign of insanity.
Burning
I
Bird
like
built
that.
by Sal, and also Potato and Sal helped.
Yeah.
But mainly Sal. She did all the work.
So I put one. So if I say commissioned by Sal, built with the kind assistance of Potato and Sal. Actually, I'm gonna check because I want to make sure that chat gets mentioned as well, because it was chat that had I don't need to say it was commissioned by me. If I say built with the kind assistance of potato and Sal, Discord. Oh, just say and Sal and cat, and then we put there we go. Thing is, all of the effects are gonna despawn, aren't they? Is there a way to make them not despawn? Like,
Many effects despawn.
well, like the burnt chickens all over the place.
Oh, that.
Like, can we put them on a display stand type thing? Is there a thing in Minecraft like that? By the way, Sal, as a Twitch affiliate, you can no longer multi-stream. Oh, no, that's fine. You can multi-stream as an affiliate. It's only as a partner that you can't. Hello, Jim, who says, evening, Sal. Evening, Jim. So my plan was to do 2 2-hour streams to do this, but with the help of Potato and Cell, we've actually got this done in an hour, and it looks amazing. It's fantastic, and it is totally outrageous. Wasn't there something like a pedestal or something, some sort of display stand that you could actually put things on top of? Or have I only seen that where command blocks have been used and stuff? I should be looking in chat, shouldn't I? The burning kookaburra, indeed. Are you sure? Someone I know said the 24-hour exclusivity applies to affiliates as well. There was nothing in the T's and C's about it, but I will check. I'll have a more thorough look over the terms and conditions, just to make sure I didn't miss it somewhere in the small print. Wow, that is quite impressive. Am I supposed to go over? Hello, Cheese. Am I supposed to do a thing with the book as well? Oh, we've left the ice maker on. It's beeping in the background.
That's not the ice.
Oh,
maker.
is that the battery charger?
That's the battery charger.
Ah. I mean, if you're wrong, it could cost you not just the affiliate, but even your account. All the particles, so much smoke.
Yes, it's Australia's national bird in its natural habitat.
Indeed. It's outrageous. Well, I think we're done here. I have to say, Potato and Cell, I think that's an absolute masterpiece.
Why, thank you.
This is me applauding.
Oh, I shall just get a copy of the coordinates because I will probably need to send those to Boris.
I'm pretty sure he'll find it. It's like right across from Town Hall. We even labeled it.
Yeah, the burning bird is really hard to.
Yeah. Yeah. Oops. But just in case anything happens to it in the interim.
You have video proof of its existence.
I do. But Boris might want to go and take a like, you know, do his magic camera stuff with it. Cool. Well, that means that I'm going to have to think of something different to stream at 8 o'clock. Woohoo! By the way, how has Clara been treating you, quitters?
Clara?
Clara?
Who's Clara?
Hang on, is that not Clara? Is that Kiara? Ciara, not Clara.
I've never heard that name before.
Oh, the storm!
Oh, it's called Sabina, you
Huh?
fool. You know,
Sabine? What?
Sabina, the storm.
Is it?
Well, apparently in Britain it has a different name, but to
Oh.
me this storm will always be known as Sabina.
Oh, you think we'd be able to like coordinate names, wouldn't you?
Well, you couldn't coordinate staying in the European Union.
I know, we had to go and so we wanted our own names for things as well. Yeah. We had, what night was it? Was it Sunday? There was
Yes.
there was the day where we thought it was the lightning.
It was a bit windy outside.
Yeah, a bit windy. We've had lots of wind, but you kind of get a lot of wind here anyway, so it's not dreadfully unusual. It's just it was more sustained and a little bit stronger, a little bit gustier than usual. The winds were getting up to. They weren't going over the 80 mile an hour limit, otherwise we'd have got like stronger warnings. But yeah, we had a bit of lightning, hailstones and things. So it was notable. But other than, I mean, it got bad enough that I switched off the computers just because it felt like we might, you know, electrical surges might be in the air. Bernie says, only for us Germans, Mia. Mia, you decided to stay over there. You are no longer allowed to call it Sabine. Or Sabina.
I still hold on to a German passport.
Yeah, Mia likes to point out he's still European, even if I'm not. I want to be European. It's not fair.
Well, you could try and join Scotland or Northern Ireland, who are also on the course of going back now.
Do you know, if I am one generation off being able to get an Irish passport. If like one of my great grandparents, I mean, about 3/4 of my family are of Irish descent, but one of my great grandparents was born in Ireland. The others are all like my great great grandparents. But yeah, if I had a grandparent that was born in Ireland, like if one of them had like popped out of their mother a little earlier and been born and registered as born in Ireland, then I would be entitled to an Irish passport. And I could also class myself as European.
But
alas, no, they were all born in the UK. Bernie says, the most I felt over here with the storm was trash bags being blown across the street. I think it was Alfie who was talking about... Was it Alfie? Was it Babom? Someone was talking about watching the wheelie bins being blown down the street. Yeah, it was definitely stronger than blowing a trash bag down the street. It was blowing over things which don't normally get blown over. But not enough that it was blowing... It would blow a limb off a dead tree, I suppose. but it wasn't going to blow over a tree, at least not in Manchester. I didn't hear of anything. Mind you, I haven't been paying attention. I've been living a virtual life, my life in the virtual realm for like the past week. So
She's been a dwarf.
yeah, I've been a dwarf for part of that time. So I don't know what's going on out there. It's if I can't see it through my window, then I generally don't know about it. But it's I don't think it's been too bad up here. I believe it was I believe it was worse down south actually from us, sort of in the London direction. Well, I think that's a marvellous job. What's the key that gets rid of my GUI?
F1?
You sure? Oh, yeah. Just get a full 360 view of it. The Kookaburra on fire. It is indeed totally outrageous.
Bernie points out that wheelie bins were on the prowl as well, but he remembers the bags more vividly because he had to swerve to avoid some on his way to and from
McDonald's. Oh well, I think I think we can call this stream to an end. I can go and post my contribution, not contribution. What's it called? My submission. Over to Boris and tell him that he can come and see.
Come and weep.
So what should we stream tonight? Because I was going to do a stream. I was going to carry this on at 8 o'clock, but yeah, I don't think we need to. They look so marvellous.
You could still build a cage around it, but then again, I think that'll happen even quicker than the bird. You could build a second bird.
Well, I think actually this is. I just really like I like the way it looks. I like how. I just like everything about it as it is. Well, I'll tell you what. I think we'll call the stream to an end here. I know it's a bit shorter than we were planning because it became amazing so quick. It became such an amazingly outrageous build so quickly.
Jim points out it's a real flaming masterpiece.
It is, isn't it?
Well done.
Yeah. Well done, Potato. Well done, chat, for the suggestion. And I'll get onto Discord and we'll have a chat about what to stream this evening. We'll figure that out. So, but yes, I think we'll call the stream to an end for now. Oh, don't forget to make you all mortal again. Yeah, does everyone want to fly back over towards the town centre? And go stand on the ground. I'll head over to the town hall because then I know where I am. Well, I don't really know where I am anywhere on the server, but at least I know where this place is. Okay. Right, so if I say it is game mode survival crazy potato. There's you, Potato. And then game mode survival saloon. There we go. How old is this world, by the way? This world has been. Do you know, Mick?
Not exactly. At least a year.
Yeah. Yeah. It's been around a good while. Right, thank you for joining me, everybody. We'll call the stream to an end here for now. Oh, those all cell stuffs on the floor. There's actually enchanted stuff there. Cell, do you need anything rescuing, or are you close to hand? Do you want me to? There are boxes here. I could stick stuff in a. Oh, that was all creative stuff. Ah, fine. Oh, right. Yes, gonna log off. I'll go into Discord. We'll have a chat about what to stream this evening, and we'll be back live at 8 p.m. GMT. That is in about 3 hours from now. Thank you for watching, everybody. And Mia, you're in charge of the buttons.
I know. Are you done saying thanks to everyone?
Yeah.